The Oklahoma City Thunder have set themselves up for the future so perfectly, it's not even really funny at this point. I mean, this team is set, locked, loaded for multiple NBA championships in the future, and I'm going to tell you why. I mean, you might already know why, but we're going to get into the details a little bit. With Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Josh Giddey, should be all-star duo for the next 10 years. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Cason Wallace had just drafted. This team is loading up. Well, Josh Giddey might not even be the second best player on this team. Jalen Williams was probably the second best player on this team for the second half of last season, and they just keep getting better and better. They did it without their number 2 overall pick in last year's draft. They had another lottery pick this year. The theme of this video is going to be picks, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video. Also, make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below as it really puts out in the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and get started. Well, first, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. As you can see here, basically all of my watch time, basically all the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so just hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit 10K by the time the season starts. Now let's go ahead and get started here. Looking at the future accumulation of draft picks that Sam Presti has gone out and put on a show to get. I mean, this is the most fun team to rebuild in 2K. Look at all those picks. Clippers, Houston, their own. The Jazz in 2024. In 2025, they have 4 more. Philadelphia, Miami, Houston, or the Clippers, and then their own. In 2026, they have their own, the Clippers, Houston. They could use all these picks to package together for all-star players. They could save all these picks. In 2027, they have their own in Denver's. 2028, they have their own. 2029, they have their own. A bunch of second-round picks in 2029, however. And, having all those Clippers picks, having all those Houston Rockets picks, I think is going to pay off down the line because the Clippers, they're about 2 seasons away. Well, they're one Paul George injury away, or Kawhi injury away from blowing it up. Yeah, I think those picks are going to be extremely valuable. And then let's just talk about what the Thunder are doing here. With all these picks, they've been able to take best player available for like the last 3 or 4 drafts now, and they just get winning players. Elite defender here, Cason Wallace, one of the best perimeter defenders in the entire draft class. He's going to come in and he's going to be a guy. He can knock down the 3 ball. He's going to be coming off the bench, yes, but he is going to be a guy that should be a starting caliber point guard in this league, and is going to be a guy that, he can be one of, if not the best backup point guards in the NBA. He's really good in the pick and roll. We saw that at Kentucky. He and Severe Wheeler took turns playing the point guard spot. So between Cason and Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all these Trey Mann, all these young guards they got, this is going to be fun to watch in Oklahoma City play out. Now, people forget that Chet Holmgren's a rookie. Ousmane Dieng is basically a rookie. Chet, the former number 2 overall pick, and that's for a reason, because at 7'1", he can do a little bit of anything and everything on a basketball court, which is what you love to see. Dominated in his summer league games, dominated his pro-am games. Dude was a monster in the summer league, but then unfortunately, got hurt. So you hate to see that happen, but I see an elite rookie season incoming for Chet Holmgren. As for Ousmane Dieng, he spent a lot of time in the G League last year, also spent a lot of time hurt, but he played in 39 games overall. Probably half of that was just garbage time run, and then towards the end of the season, well, not really towards the end of the season, because the Thunder were competitive last year and even made the play-in, which not many people thought, but like I said, Dieng really dealt with injuries last season. Now, let's talk about the superstar duo in Oklahoma City. Josh Giddey and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. As I mentioned, this team, or these two, could be an all-star duo for the next 10 years. They're young, they're fun. Josh averages about 16.5 points a game and about 8 rebounds as well. At about 6'6", 6'7", ideal height, good enough. I mean, he doesn't really have a bag, but he just kind of dribbles around people. 21 years old. He also averaged 6.3 assists per game in 31 minutes. Josh Giddey is a dog. Now, you also, 48% from the field. That's pretty good for a 21-year-old. Now, 33% from 3. The 3-point shot, that's one of the things you knew coming in, was it was going to be a little bit slow to translate because of that slow release, but I think it's getting there. Shai, what can you say? Hey, that rhymed. 31.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds. Dude is an absolute demon on the court right now for the Thunder. He's looking like he's going to be better than Paul George. If his career continues on the path that it's going right now. 51% from the field, 35% from 3. Maybe the uninjury-prone Paul George, it only took 3 or 4 years for him to arrive. 4.8 rebounds, 1.6 steals. So yeah, he plays defense too. Another guy that's like 6'6", 6'7", that the Thunder can roll out there with their starting unit. Now, the other difference makers, more winning players. Lu Dort, 13.5 points a game, 4.6 rebounds. I like him a lot. He's a monster for this Thunder team. Not really offensively, but defensively, he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. You see the efficiency is not there. Only one steal, but that doesn't really show how good he is as being that point of attack defender for this Thunder team. So Lu Dort, give him his flowers, 2.1 assists, 1 steal in 31 minutes. And then Jalen Williams, a guy that, in my opinion, could have won Rookie of the Year last year. Now, Paulo obviously had a great season, but Jalen Williams was arguably the second best player on a team that made the play-in race after winning like 20-some games the year before. 14.5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds. Dude was doing it. I would love to see his second half numbers. As a matter of fact, probably could have done some more research and found those. But 52% from the field, 36% from three. Jalen Williams is a monster. He's going to have a huge year this year for the Thunder. I was high on him. Thought the Thunder, 12, that was a good spot for him to go to the Thunder at 22 years old, although I thought he was more of a win-now player, so it didn't really make sense to me. But hey, the Thunder are winning now, and they just all across the roster, you got more and more guys. Let's talk about Poku and Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe, 9.5 points per game, 2.4 rebounds, and he was really this team's sniper. Every team has their sniper. At least every good one does. Isaiah Joe was this team's sniper. 41% from 3 on 6 attempts, 44% from the field. He was very, very good for them last year. Kind of came out of nowhere, too, until that Dallas game where he really put himself on the map. Like I said, he's the team sniper. And then you got Poku. Kind of the first, best player available pick at 17, way back when they drafted him. Kind of a unicorn type. 8.1 points per game, 4.7 rebounds. Now, those stats might not blow you out of the water, but he is a guy at, 6'10"? Shot at 44% from the field, 37% from 3. He's going to be a guy that he's going to be very impactful next year. And if he's not, he might go elsewhere and be very impactful. Again, he's only 22 years old at the time of this recording. He put up those stats in about 21 minutes per game. Yeah, Poku is a monster. Now let's look at the lineups. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lu Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. That is my projected starting 5. Now, they might move Lu Dort to the bench and have Chet play the 4, but as of right now, in my opinion, and this is kind of what all signs are pointing towards, is Chet being that starting center for the Thunder this year. So I like it. I can roll with it. He's a good rim protector. Now, the Wemby concerns when it comes to, tall guys, not very much weight on him, kind of like Bobo, who actually turned out to be one of the worst rim protectors in the league last year, despite the fact that he's literally a tree. That can come into play, but everywhere he's been, Chet has been dominant protecting the rim, so I think that will turn out well. Now, looking at the bench. Now, the dude in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and warn you, I have no clue how to say his name, so we're going to attempt it. It's like, it starts with a V, and it's like Micic. That's my best attempt at his last name. Somebody help me out down in the comments below. But this bench is very good. Now, you have the backup point guard in Cason Wallace. You got the best shooter on the team coming off the bench in Isaiah Joe. You got questionable power forward center. Jalen Williams could be there. Second-year man out of Arkansas. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they get a little bit more experience there at the backup. But, as for addressing the starting center spot, it seems like, from all the reports that I've seen, Chet is going to be the starting center. We'll see. Also, you got to throw in Trey Mann there into the equation in terms of the point guard spot, backup guard spot. You got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. You got Aaron Wiggins. I mean, so much talent on this Oklahoma City Thunder team. I doubt we see the same lineup twice in a month, to be honest. So with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy today's video at any point. If you like NBA content, this is the place to be. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.